Hey y'all, hey to all my beautiful, lovely, handsome, gorgeous, all y'all out there. What's up? It's your girl Nurse T coming to you with this video. This video is a video to answer my subscribers' request, Miss Amy Jacobs. Yeah, so she wanted to know, what is it like working in the Texas Medical Center? As you all know, if you're new to my channel, I am a registered nurse. I have my BSN RN. I currently work in Med-Surg Oncology Hospice. So I've also worked in the Texas Medical Center, and I actually worked there for 10 years. All right, y'all, so I actually pulled up to Chick-fil-A, so your girl might just get out and record the rest of this while I'm sitting down at Chick-fil-A, or I might just go ahead and just wrap it up here and just vlog this here. But anyways, I do want to point this out, and I actually wanted to make this kind of a separate video for one reason, because you know I have diarrhea at the mouth sometimes, and I like to kind of go overboard. Sometimes I overly express something. But yeah, I don't want to shortchange anybody who might be interested in coming to H-Town. That's right, coming to H-Town, because I've seen some videos of girls who went to school somewhere else and they graduated, and then they decided to start their career off in Houston. What other best place to be other than Houston, Texas? So get your life and get to Houston. But yeah, other than the country accent that some of my people tell me I have, I love everything about H-Town. I'm a native Houstonian. There are some other cities states that I like, but H-Town is my home. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump straight into this video. So I want to start off by saying this: the Texas Medical Center, and I tell people all the time, everybody, if you want the actual experience, you need to go down to the Texas Medical Center, baby. And that was the attitude that I had when I was younger. But now, since I'm much older and more mature and have kiddos that call me for everything, and who knows when I have to leave work to, you know, do something or just to be closer to home. I've always lived on the side of town that I live on, but I used to drive to the Texas Medical Center, which was like about 30 minutes without traffic for me. And after 10 years, I was like, you know what, T? It's time for you to opt out for convenience, you know. But the reason why I started in the Texas Medical Center, because it was, to me, it helped to magnify my growth. You know, I wanted to be surrounded by all the white coats, everybody looking all professional, because you know that place is full of residents, doctors. It's my facility as well as all the other facilities that's in the Texas Medical Center, such as Herman, the Methodist Hospital, MD Anderson, what else is that? Texas Children, all of those hospitals, the #1 trauma hospital here, all those hospitals are there. And I always used to imagine myself, I went to go visit someone in the hospital there one day when I was working in dialysis, like on the north side of Houston. And so I went to visit someone one day, and I just started seeing all of these professionals and this and that, and I always picture myself being a nurse there, walking down fanning with my my cup of coffee, my cup of Starbucks, and baby, I spoke all that into reality, boo. All of that. So just the vibe itself is a must. If you're new to Houston and you want to work as a nurse, at least start off in the Texas Medical Center. Get that feel. You know what I'm saying? The feel. Now they have the trains. They have all that stuff. But let me jump into why I wanted to. Yeah, so I did decide to go ahead and come on out here and sit out here to eat my Chick-fil-A. I'm waiting on them to send my salad. But yeah, if commuting is not a big thing for you, jump at it. But so basically Monday through Friday, if you work Monday through Friday morning shift, you can't park at the garage. You could park at the garage, but you will pay. And I think different garages had different prices. On average, maybe $13 for a full day. So instead of you parking at the hospital, we had a parking lot that was called Smithlands, which was about 5 minutes away if you rode on the train. So you got to leave your house early enough to park at the Smithlands, which is your designated parking lot. They also have one called the Brown Lot and other lots that pertains to whatever hospital you work for. my particular institution I worked for, it was called, we had to report to the Smithlands lock to drop our okay, y'all. So the next thing is so you get off the you park your car at the Smithlands, you get off, you get on the train lets you off at your stop, and then you good. When you get off, like let's say it's 7 p.m, you can catch the train back and take it back to the Smithlands, get your car, and you're good. But if you get off, let's say late, like at 11 p.m. or something like that, and you don't want to be riding a train that type of night, because sometimes it be bombs on the train, homeless people, then you can catch the shuttle. They usually have a shuttle that parks right in front of the hospital, and it'll take you to the parking lot of where your car is at, and they will even drive you directly in front of your car. They'll drop you off in front of your car. If you work night shift, you're able to park in the garage for free, because let's say that you worked the day shift, you went home, and then after 7 you realize you left something at work. If you want to pull up after 7, I think it's after 7:30. If you pull up after 7:30 or 7, it's free to park there or whatever. I mean, I never worked night shift, so if somebody works night shift and they know about the particular time the garage is free, just comment below so that people can know. But yeah, it's free for night shift, whatever, because night shift have to be there at 6:45. So I think on their badge itself is already equipped to where when they scan it to come into the garage, it recognizes that they're night shift, I guess. I don't know, but with me being day shift, if I had to come back and do anything through the night after 7 p.m., it was free. Another thing is, so certain holidays like Christmas and MLK, whatever, Martin Luther King Day, whatever day that the hospital recognizes as a holiday, or they'll pretty much let you park for free. If your designated parking lot like Smithlands is closed, then they let you park in the garage for free. And usually the garage is not a part of the hospital. The hospital is contract with them, so I guess they have it to where like certain holidays is free for the employees to park there. So I pretty much told you about the shuttles. Oh, and then usually like for each institution, there are particular garages that are contract with that hospital. So you have to park at your designated garage, because if you park at a different garage, you'll be responsible for that fee. And you see, Houston is known for their big livestock show and rodeo during a certain time, like March. I think it's like March and April or something like that, but I know for sure during March. And so we have like this big rodeo, and then you have all these people coming in from all over the place, trail riders, all these folks. And so a lot of them be on that train. So it'd be real packed on that train, because people be leaving their cars at home and they'll catch the train to the Reliant. And so therefore it's you'll be mixed in with all those folks. So that's usually like the horrible time to ride the train. But yeah, that's what the Q card. So I got my chicken salad, I got the Cobb salad, and she threw in an extra cookie because I think they forgot I was out here waiting, y'all. Y'all, who else put the dressing in a thing and shake it up? I actually got 2 dressings, so I can have it extra creamy. But y'all, so the next clip I'll be talking about the scheduling, how to maximize your PTO, meaning that how can you still take vacations and not use your PTO? Because when I went on maternity leave to have baby Bailey 2 years ago, I had 400 and some PTO hours. So if you know how that works, my insurance covered for me to be off for 8 weeks since I had a C-section. And so the rest of the time I would have had to go back. But fortunately, I had 400 and some hours. I was able to actually maximize and stay off my whole 3 months. In reality, I ended up being off about 4 months because I was able to use that. So basically, I went off 2 weeks early because I had polyhydramnios. I had like extra fluid that I was retaining. So I went off 2 weeks early, and then for medical leave. So that was covered. by everything was covered 100%. So I was off for 2 weeks that was covered by 100%, and then I went into labor. Well, they induced me, you know, all in all, a normal pregnancy, they would give you 6 weeks off. If you have a C-section, you get 8 weeks. If you have time, like PTO time, you can add that to your time that you have while you're off, because legally under FMLA, my job is protected for 3 months, 12 weeks, which is 3 months of being off. And so anything after that, like, I was able to use PTO time. But like, so the first 6 weeks, if you have a vaginal birth, is covered. If you have a C-section, it's 8 weeks. And then you can still be off until 12 weeks, but you won't be covered. You know, you just be off. But if you have PTO time, you can use that and be covered. So all in all, I was off like 4 months. And and while I was off, I only used like 200 some hours. So when I came back from having Bailey, I still had 200 some hours left. So the next clip, you'll see like how our actual schedule looks, and then I'm gonna convert it. I'm gonna show you how it looks in the book. Let's see. So you see how it looked. Like mine was the one at the top. So I'm gonna convert it over and show you like in the book how it looks. All right, y'all. So if I had to pencil in my schedule of what I wanted to look like, this is how I would do it. So our weeks start from Sunday to Saturday. So basically what you can do is work let's say 7 to 7, 7 to 7, and 7 to 7. You're only obligated to work 3 days a week as a nurse. Then the rest of the week is 1, 2, 3, 4. Those days are off. This is 1 week in the pay period. This is the second week in the pay period. Let's say that I want to go out of town, Vegas or something, you know. So instead of me working I'm off these days, and then I want to be off more days. So I'm going to work 7, 7, 7. And this is the 2 weeks that's in that pay period. So then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days off without using PTO. So you could do it like that and get like a vacation in itself without taking PTO. The most important thing I should share about that is that we do self-scheduling. So with self-scheduling, as long as I'm working 3 days a week, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Anything after that, any of those other 4 days off, I can sign up to work all 4 days if I want to. Any day after my third shift is PTO. I mean, not PTO, it's time and a half. So that's how nurses really rack up and make their money. So when you see my previous schedule and you see me down for all them days, just know T about her business at this point. But yeah, so basically with my unit, we do self-scheduling. And we've been at my hospital, we do self-scheduling. And I've been doing self-scheduling for probably like, out of the 13 years I've been with my facility, 10 years, maybe even longer. So self-scheduling is the best. So yeah, so just to make it clear, self-scheduling is you scheduling your own self what days you want to work. Now sometimes everybody will make their schedule and they put down things, but if it don't fit right for the unit, if the unit is short, then they're gonna start going about moving people around until they accommodate the unit. So it's just a preliminary when you make your schedule. So if you don't get it, you can't throw a rant. But if you know you really got a place to go, and you don't want to take a chance of them moving you around, then you might want to schedule PTO for that time. But if everybody is covered, everybody working their weekends like they should and all this and that, because most hospitals you have to work at least 2 weekends out the month. So as long as everybody working their weekends and your job been consistent with giving you the days that you ask for off, then you have yourself 8 days off to where you can go wherever. You can take a vacation every month if you want to. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If y'all have any further questions regarding any information I shared in this video, drop it down below. And don't forget, expect more videos from me. I do have some more videos I'm going to be making back to back, so stay tuned.